Hi everyone, we are going to be styling a wig today, and it is a wig that I've been wanting to style for a very long time, a character that I have wanted to cosplay for years and years, and I don't know why it took me so long to actually get the courage to cosplay her, but I did, and we are going to be styling her today. I don't know if you can guess who it is, but you guys will see during the video on who we are styling, how I personally style, not how to style, but how I style, and let's have some fun. All right, we are going to be doing Tennis Peach from the Mario Tennis series, with her little dress, her hair, the shoes and all, and I'm very excited because I actually play tennis in real life. So I also am going to be repainting one of my old rackets to match the aesthetic of her racket in the game. Today, as we're going to be doing the wig, we have the little pixie cut wig and the ponytail, and what I'm going to do first is tease them, the synthetic feeling of the plastic hair out of the wig, make it feel a little bit more natural. So what I'm going to do is just take my favorite comb, and I usually have one with the wider teeth and one with the thinner teeth. And I always use the thinner teeth sides because it just catches the hair a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is just absolutely hack and slash this wig and just completely go crazy nuts, teasing the heck out of it. I am a huge Mario fan, or more so fan of the Super Mario games. I've been playing them ever since I was a little kid. My dad was super into the OG Marios. He told me that he used to play them all the time. So the Mario series was kind of always presented to us as kids, and I thought that was really fun. All the characters were bright, colorful, caught attention as a kid. You know, it did what it needed to. I recall just always having an appreciation for Princess Peach. In the later games, when she got like more of a 3D model and you're able to see like all of her, with her voice, her textures, her makeup, her hair. I know that it's not obvious, but my favorite color is pink actually. More of like a pastel, lighter pink, like a sakura pink. So the eye gravitates towards her naturally for me. So it's just a lot of fun to cosplay a character that has kind of the same color palette that you wear every day. Something that I try to prioritize in all of my wigs is using items that you have around the house to style, and not having to kind of go out of your way to buy expensive equipment or unnecessary items that you're gonna use once for a singular wig and then not for another. So like I said, I'm just going to be using everything that is already in my bathroom. I'm not going to be going to the store to get anything special. There are some items that I do use in my wig styling process that might need to be purchased from time and time again, just from overuse. So going back to my love for Mario, or the Mario series, like I said, my family kind of always played it when I was little. I didn't really pay much attention to it until, I'd say, like Super Mario Sunshine. I thought that that was one of the most fun games, and it also introduced me to one of my personal favorite characters in all of the Mario universe, which is Petey Piranha. I don't know what it is about him. I think he's the funniest villain, and I just enjoy him a lot. I'm also a big fan of Boo. I've always wanted to get a Boo tattoo. Maybe let's do that sometime. Let's get a Boo tattoo. But I always loved Petey, Boo. I'm a big Rosalina fan. Mario Galaxy was the coolest game. Honestly, it still is. And don't get me started on Mario Kart. Oh my gosh, that was a competition. I love Mario Party. I am the minigame queen, Smash Bros. Ultimate. I really enjoy playing that one. I actually play Peach as one of my main characters. So, hey, we're coming full circle now. I'm gonna play her in the video game and I'm gonna cosplay her in real life. And if you've seen any of my videos, then you'll see that I wear a lot of wigs and I cosplay a lot of different characters. Every single one of those wigs on my head is styled by me. So we have a pretty teased wig right here. I think it's pretty cute. I think I should wear it to the con just like this. Not. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is take this guy and we are going to hairspray the ever-living heck out of this wig. Okay, so our next tool that we're going to be using is a hair straightener. And you can use honestly any kind, any brand. I always use this one because this is the one that I've had ever since I was like in middle school. And it still works, so that's why we use it. But we are working with what we have, and this is like just a tiny little planter that spins. I have my styrofoam wig head that we're going to be putting the wig onto right now. Oh yeah, she looks good. And then I'm going to just take one of these pins and place it right in the crown of the head so that it doesn't go anywhere. And the reason why we were hairspraying it was because we wanted to get that product on the hair and adding heat to it, and after teasing it is going to gently melt it into the texture that we want it to be. Oh yeah, that's what you want right there. Basically it's burning, but that's good. Or at least for me that's good. Be careful though, because obviously you're working with a really hot iron and you don't want to burn yourself or potentially others if you're like styling wigs together with friends. Just be safe, please. Try my best to at least go over every strand so that it gets that heat absorption. I'm just gonna keep going, and yes, we are doing this while the wig is still teased. This is just a way that I personally found through trial and error that always gets me the results that I want. So it gives me that body, it gives me the volume that I'd like, and it also gives me the opportunity to have full creative liberty with styling the wig. So now that we've gone through the wig a couple times with our iron, now we are going to do the scariest part of the wig process, and that is brushing it. We are going to brush this sucker out. Any brush is fine, but the one that I always find works best are the ones that kind of are like this with the plastic balls at the end. Oh, I don't know the name of it, I'm sorry. I always find that these ones work the best, it gets the best grip, and it also takes the tangles out the quickest. For the brushing, I typically take the wig off of the stand. We're just going to move this over here. I put the wig on any surface, really, any flat surface with nothing around it, because I'm going to just rip at it. You can already see the volume, like, oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, crazy. I'm going to show you guys this kind of what the wig looks like now that it's brushed out. I know that's hard to believe, but some of these hairs are just ready to already mold. I actually found probably the best reference photo you could get, which is the material source itself. It does have her on the disc, and so I am going to use this this photo for my reference for the wig. And so I'll zoom in. There she is. There's also this one on the back. It's very tiny, but I can use that for the ponytail. So what I typically do to start my wig styling journey is I look at the elements of the hair that we are trying to replicate. So we see that she has this big bang. some side swept bangs, a little bit of some face framing, and then the rest looks to be pulled back into the ponytail. So we are going to section out each of those to get the shape and make sure that we have enough hair for each of the areas that we're trying to replicate. So now we have our 5 sections. This one's hiding. Now we have our 5 sections of our wig. Not everyone might have the right proper scissors to cut. I typically use fine bladed scissors that are commonly used for hair cutting. And then another really great item that I recommend you buy, it's a good investment if you want to do wigs, is the comb scissors. And they are perfect for thinning hair, but still keeping it looking more realistic rather than just like a harsh cut. It blends in really well. So we're going to blend a bit, thin it out, and then we're going to start styling. Come on, Peach. We're going to focus on doing the front bang first. It looks like it lands just in between her eyebrows. So like right here is kind of where her hair will land. So that is about the same spot. I am going to try to give it a trim to. I'm going to just section the top layer of the wig from the bottom layer of the wig. You can see that there's this line of the sectioned hair. I am doing this so that we have some nice hair to kind of fold over and smooth out to look nice for the final product. Re-tease a little. We are going to just take the bottom and trim it because it looks like this is just going to be way too much hair and falling into my face. So I want to cut it a little bit so that I can see. Snip, snip, snip. This is kind of what we're working with right now. I think it looks really cute. Hopefully I don't mess this up and have to buy another wig. I've been really procrastinating doing this wig too. Okay, now we are going to take this little fun fringe part, straighten the hairs out. Okay, so you can see that our hair is nice and combed out, looking beautiful, and we are just going to rest it on top of our little bowl braid here. With my hands, push it together so I can get that shape that I really want. Notice that I'm not like pressing down super crazy on the hairspray because a little goes a long way. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it really well, but I am trying to quite literally fold the hair under, and I will attempt to solidify it there. This piece of hair is curling right into the mannequin's eye, so I know that means it would be stabbing my eye. I'm not excited for it, but whatever for the cosplay. Now, I think I am going to be doing her side bangs, so the wisping out bangs. Any Peach cosplayers want to throw some tips to a girl? Is this my little baby? He was meowing, he was angry that the door was closed. This is his house, I live in it. Say hi, Lily. He's so confused. Oh my gosh. It looks pretty long. Like, I think I don't have to cut it too much. Some erase cutting just to thin it out. Okay, and so I kind of wanted to have this little like swoop out. I'm like really vibing with this shape. Apologize if my voice isn't carrying well. I'm still learning. And I will get one of those like little mics or something and trim it down so that it holds its shape. So now that we've trimmed this piece here, we are going to do the same thing and just spray it to be aligned with our first piece. I'm going to brush it out just a little bit. And I'm just holding the hair and kind of moving it around until I'm satisfied with the shape. So now we are going to do just, and I want it to just have a little bit of a curve. I am going to just hold it like this and put a pin. I'm going to put a pin right here where it forces the hair to defy gravity and tuck it under. So we are forcing the hair up and into one direction so that the hairspray has to set it in that one position. I'm curious what your guys' favorite Mario character is. I was talking about it earlier, but you know what? Now I'm remembering more characters because there's just so many. I really like Shy Guy. I think the Shy Guy characters are really cute. I love all the different colors, and I love their little sound. And I always pick Shy Guy in Mario Party whenever Shy Guy is a playable character. I really like Hammer Bro. They're fun. I remember I said I liked Petey Piranha a lot, and I love Boo. I like King Boo too, but I feel like they're kind of like one and the same. So we did the pin, and she is just going to hang out and hold there. And in the meantime, we are going to start styling that last bottom piece. So we're going to take our scissors and just do a couple of these sideways cross cuts. There is this good old saying with hair cutting that you can always take away but you cannot add. I guess unless you do extensions. But in wig cutting, I cannot re-add because I am not doing a helmet wig. We were able to do that little quip really quickly, and this one is just kind of going over, and what I'm going to do is probably reposition this one so it goes kind of like this instead of back, just so that it gives that same look in the photo, or reference photo, because I want it to not be identical, but you look and you know immediately who that character is, and that's what I'm going for. That's kind of how I try to do all of my wigs, is go for that iconic look, but with my flair. So this is what it looks like from the side. So it looks a little crazy, but we are going to shape it. I don't know if you guys also, when styling a wig, or wig stylists, if you also do this, I'm curious. Do you talk to your wig and or call it by the name of the character that you are sculpting? I will call my wigs by their character name. So this one I obviously will call Peach. So we are just doing some side swipes. So instead of going just harsh across, I always do it at an angle to give it a natural curve. This is kind of what we're looking at right now. So we have the shorter piece, and then the longer frame piece that will end like right before my chin. Oh, I'm breaking my neck. I'm actually gonna grab a chair. Okay, now I'm sitting. I am going to just hairspray the piece that I cut and lock it into shape. Just pinch the tip of the hair. I do not know hair terminology. I like to call myself an ambivert because I'm not so introverted that I won't say hi to you, but I'm also needing my me time and I need my recharge time. You know what I mean? Can anyone else relate to that? Alrighty. So I like how this is looking, and we are going to hairspray it just to hold it. And honestly, I'm okay if there are strayaways. I'm not like a super crazy, it needs to be absolutely perfect. As long as it shows you guys who the character is, that's all I care about. But hey, if someone wants to send me a really nice peach wig, you're more than welcome to. I won't say no. Okay, and here it is. Look at that. Oh, how pretty. I love her. So now this is our little sideburn. We have our bangs here. Looks just like our reference photo. Look how cute she's coming out. I think it might be a little angled, so that's, oh my gosh, I love it so far. And then this little rat tail, we're going to, rat tail. This little mullet situation is going to all be shoved into our disastrous ponytail. I kind of want to wear it, like, you think I look good in it? Oh my gosh, this is ripping at my hair right now. Now we are going to do the other side. We are going to be copying the same exact techniques that we do on this side to this side. So I am going to do a 1, 2, 3 snap, and it should be done. Here is the front, nice and styled. Oh my gosh, I am in love with it. I'm very, very, very happy with how it came out. I am going to do a little bit of shaving with my fine scissors, just on like very small things like sticking up hairs. And once we're all done, I'm going to do a full coat of hairspray to really lock it in. But to get a little bit more of a close-up, here is how it looks in the front. I mean, I think it looks like her. I am going to puff up this base part because in her hair, she does have kind of that little heart that goes into the side bangs. So I will attempt to give it that little heart shape, but we will do that after we work on the back. So for the back, I have in mind of just kind of bringing it all into a very, very tiny hair tie, brushing it up, kind of like you would do normal people hair. How you would do human hair instead of a synthetic hair. Obviously, a lot of the hair is not long enough to get into the ponytail, and this is how the wig came. I didn't do any pre-cutting to it, so we kind of just have to work with what we have here. And I am going to cut it just at an angle like this. Go with the natural kind of flow, but shorten it. I'm eyeballing it, kind of just going off of vibes. So like I said, we are just kind of eyeballing it and cutting with the flow of the hair. So we're not trying to get it perfect by any means, because again, we are going to have the ponytail kind of really helping with the illusion in the back. I just don't want the hair in the back so long that it gets in the way of doing the ponytail. Also, I don't really like hair on my neck. I don't know if you've noticed that I like always have my hair up in these little videos. It's just the easiest thing when you're getting ready in the morning, just toss it. Okay, boom. Okay. You know, like the Sims, the Renaissance Sim that's like kind of good at everything, or they're supposed to be. I used to call myself that because back in college, I did it all. Oh my gosh, I did art, I did plays, I did everything. Makeup, costuming, wigs. So what I'm going to do now is just gently wet it and kind of morph it in. And we're going to try and have this be where our ponytail is going to be kind of concrete and centered coming out of. So I know a lot of people use spray bottles. I actually don't have a spray bottle, so I actually wet my comb and my sink is right here. So I am going to just get it a little wet and then brush it down. And I'm going to repeat this process until it looks the way I want it to. So I'll show you guys that it's kind of just going to like kind of a slick. And I want it to be a slick because when you do pull your hair back, it kind of creates that pull effect, and that's what we're doing with the slick. We're going to grab this hair from underneath and pin it here so that it's separated between the two. And you see that it's starting to kind of look like we're pulling it back now. And then we are going to brush. So now what I am going to do is just comb it with my fingers and then take my comb and hold it here. See how it's doing that pull back effect? I'm going to hairspray this in place so that it has that pull back effect. Just keep combing. What do? You comb. Oh my gosh. So now I can show you that this is starting to look pulled back while this is flat and not. So pulled back, not. And we're gonna keep doing this just to give it that pull back illusion because we're not going to actually pull it up down here. This part's going to stay the same. For fun facts, this is my first time doing this. I have never done a ponytail like this before. So I am learning as I'm going. So hairspray this part down here and brush it in. Pull it back, do that slick back. Don't be afraid to get your hand in there. There's soap for a reason. We can always clean our hands after. Okay, so you guys are starting to see what I'm doing. This part is all nice and brought back, just like a ponytail. And meanwhile, this side is not, so you can really see the difference of what we are trying to do. And eventually, when I brush this out, it's going to just boom, look at that. Look like it belongs. Now what I'm going to do is kind of just hairspray and lock everything into place. Might have a whole can of hairspray in this wig, I don't know. We'll see. Slow clap this thing. Slow clap it. And we are bringing the hair back into a little spike in the back. Everything is coming together. It looks a little whack in the back, but that's okay because we are going to have the ponytail probably right here or maybe a little higher. So I am going to actually put this gal to the side and we are going to work on the ponytail now. Bring that hot iron back. We've already hairsprayed it, so now we are going to just run the iron through all of the strands of hair, just like we did with the base wig, and really set the hairspray in place. So we're just gonna go through each strand, or try to. You know, it's easy to skip a couple, but do your best, or I'll do my best. I'm going to close it and just hold it from the claw clip, holding it towards myself. I'm going to grab my brush again and just start yanking at it. And that's the best method I have for brushing out the ponytails. It's just holding it and kind of just being rough with it. I am just making sure I get all of the knots out. One thing that I don't want are knots in the ponytail, because I do want the ponytail to be able to have some movement to it. And I'm going to do something similar that I do with my free run wig, which is kind of have a lot of volume, but still allow it to kind of have that like shake to it. Look how cute that looks already, and that's not even style. Like, get me on the tennis court now. I'm so ready. I'm actually going to grab some tape to keep this from falling because the hair is going to make it top heavy and consistently make it fall while I'm trying to style it. I usually put a piece right at the base of the neck, and then I will tape it under one of these little rungs. Just like so. Great! There we go. She's lassoed in. This should not fall. Hopefully. Yay! I'm just gonna kind of do a little bit of a puff for volume. And then I am going to put my little hair tie right here. We're going to spray this here. With my hand, go gently over it to flatten any of those pieces that might be sticking up. So this is what we have so far. It's looking super cute. Look at the bangs in the front, putting in work. I love her. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this costume. Nobody understands how excited I am. You guys should see my shoes. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with the shoes. They're so cute. Fan it over the claw. You know, we don't want that original claw to be seen, so we can kind of just fan it over. We're now going to swoop this. And I am going to just do that diagonal cutting with my scissors. Ah, I'm scared. You can always cut, but you can't regrow it. I want to be able to provide everyone with the opportunity to make a good wig. I'm only doing the top and a few spritzes on the bottom. Notice how I'm not doing hairspray on the rest, this part, or the bottom. We're just doing the tip. Too much hairspray on your hands is just, ugh, one of the worst feelings ever. Wash your hands consistently throughout this process, by the way. I've been washing my hands every time there's like a cut, and it's me probably washing my hands. Do the pinching, and then let that sit right here. You can use the game. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's perfect height. I'm terrified to wear it because I know it's going to get ruined the first time, but I love restyling wigs just as much as I love styling them, so I guess it'll be a win for me. Really want to lock in. Section off some of the hair. And I'm not going to section off too much because the majority of the hair is at the bottom. Just like we did with the top, we are going to trim it so that there is layering. So we want it to have a top, middle, and bottom. Look at that. Look how that's coming out. Just perfect for what we're looking at. And I'll lift it up so you guys can see. This is kind of what we're going for. It's what it looks like in her in-game model, and I'm also going to try to puff it up just a little bit so that there's more body. When I'm shaking my hair around, it looks nice and moving with the costume. And I am going to attempt to play actual tennis with this costume, or with this cosplay. So I pray that this wig accommodates the fast pace of tennis. I'm gonna be running around. I'm gonna be like dry heaving. It's gonna be bad. I'll do another spritz, and pinch it together at the end. And now all that we have left is to just finish up and style this last part. On the bottom, then we do touch-ups. So I know that the bottom's out of frame, but you can see it's just not that much longer. And I don't think I'm going to cut it at all. I really like the natural kind of wisp that it has. And I think that it has the perfect like distance between the other. I think it's like the same exact distance between the other swoops. So I am going to just brush it out a bit and then give it that same same hairspray treatment that the other two got, which is on the tips and then pinch. And this is what I do with all of my ponytail wigs. And so this is how it looks now that it is all styled. It's kind of giving me Bowsette a little bit, which is very, very cute. Love that. I've always wanted to do a Bowsette cosplay too, so maybe I could reuse this for Bowsette. I am going to hairspray the heck out of all of this. So yes, we hairsprayed the tips to keep everything in place. Now we're going to just hairspray everything to lock it. Make sure that it doesn't move. It looks nice. Every bit of this wig is going to get a little bit of hairspray, and I am starting with just the ponytail because I'm going to go in with the back of my comb and just gently go over it to get rid of any bubbles. But I am just going to press in some of the hair and pin it down, just like that. So now it is hiding the claw clip, and I will show you guys exactly what I am doing. So you can see the claw clip here, and you can't see it here. And that's because I put this little pin here. And we're gonna do it on this side too, so it hides this white claw. There we go. We were able to pin it and hide the white. So now this is what she looks like. How exciting. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to try her on. And to show you guys, we just put pins here and kind of pushed the hair up, just like this, pinning it in so that it gives more volume and it'll dry that way. Come here. Come here. See how it's fallen twice now and still has kept its shape. Yay! Yay, hairspray! I'm saying hi again. Hello. Say hi. You're such a good boy. Look at her. Get it, Peach. Get it, Princess Peach. I am going to lastly do a little bit of clean up, and you can kind of see that there's like some pieces, so I am just going to snip those off. So I will bring it in close so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So see how some stray hairs right here, I am just going to trim those up, clean it up, and make it look nice. Clean it up. I personally really enjoy doing my method. It is very therapeutic, and I just love putting so much time and attention into each of my wigs. And this is just kind of the icing on the cake, getting to do all these snips and seeing it really come together. As I said before, I really try to do items that I already have in my home. I don't go out and I purchase new items. I used the same ponytail for every single one of my sectioning. I used the same comb, same hairbrushes that I use for all of my wigs. So this is our final product of our Peach wig. So as I said before, this is our Princess Peach wig for Mario Tennis. I am so excited to wear this on the court and put this cosplay together. I have her crown right here. I'm going to glue a pin on it so I can pop it right here and look at her. Oh my gosh, she's complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here is just one more little turnaround of the full piece so you guys can see. Oh my gosh. I believe I did this all tonight. I am 100% going to wear her to a convention. So let me know if you guys see me on the con floor. I'd love to say hi and give you guys more quick tips and cosplay tips. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see